Hello guys, this is Jalen here today from Blue Angels Gaming, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys yet again another Electro Dragon attack strategy guide from the Town Hall 12 position. So in this one I actually focus the dragon attacks for the loon attacks mitigated inside of the E-Drag. So this will be a little bit different, and I've actually seen even more success with this type of attack strategy. So basically what these are going to consist of is a round 8 Electro Dragons and 8 loons, followed with either a blimp or a wall wrecker. I've actually seen more blimps than wall wreckers, along with your heroes and spells. So for the spells, you usually see around 5 rages or 4 rages, along with anywhere from 2 to 4 free spells. So really all you see is rages and free spells going in with these attacks. So I will go ahead and start this first attack, and you can see that they sent in the blimp here straight in for that Inferno Tower right at 3 o'clock. It deploys that group of loons. After those loons are deployed, it takes out the surrounding defenses. The baby dragon is going to kill those loons, so it does take out 9% and pretty much all of that compartment there on the 3 o'clock position. So most of the time in these attacks, you place a couple Electro Drags first just to get a head start on that funneling. Then you place a line of the Electro Dragons followed with a line of the loons. So while the defenses are targeting the Electro Dragons, the loons sneak in from behind, get out ahead a little bit once you put those free spells down. Since those Electro Dragons are so slow, the loons get out ahead, take out some of those defenses, and clears a very nice path for those Electro Dragons to go in. So a couple things that you like to look for on these bases is at least a couple components that you can target straight off the bat with that blimp or wall wrecker. And a lot of times people target air defenses or single infernos. So in this attack he targeted that single inferno, took it out, and that worked very nicely to allow the rest of his raid to only deal with one single inferno. So you really kind of want to analyze these bases, find out something that you can get out of your blimp or wall wrecker, and go into it kind of going in with that kill squad followed up with this Electro Dragon strategy. So here we have actually some more loons. We have 14 loons in this raid, 7 Electro Dragons. So he basically switched out one Electro Dragon for some extra loons. He too goes in with a blimp. He actually targets this Giga Tesla since it's on the outside of this base, that max level 5 Giga Tesla, and he's going to be able to take this out right at the beginning of the raid, and also clear out a pretty nice pathing to get to that first air defense there that the queen is next to. So it isn't going to get it out, but it is going to get pretty close. And actually he even wasted a free spell here and was still able to pull out the 3-star. So this was very nice, and just goes to show you how important or how lethal these attacks are. So he places down again a couple Electro Dragons to create that funnel. Something that is different in this attack is he placed the loons first, so those Electro Dragons don't get any damage besides from that Eagle Artillery. These balloons are actually able to get all the way inside, take out some major structures of this base, and he was very, very, very smart by using his Warden ability whenever he did, because when he used it, it froze, or it summoned that loon that was on top of that air defense, and before it could die, since it made its health invincible, it was able to take out that air defense and set up the rest of his attack very nicely. So that was a great job there by this member of OFW Warrior, which is a affiliate of the CPU team, which has been giving me all kinds of content. I'm so grateful for you guys, so shout out to OFW Warrior. Thanks for the amazing content and these cool Electro Dragon balloon attacks. So while this attack's finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys, please, after this video, go check out my channel. I got some new graphics up on the channel. Also on the Twitter, I got a new icon, new logo, new banner, the whole 9 yards. Let me know what you guys think of the new graphics compared to the old graphics, so leave that in the comment section. I don't get a whole lot of comments on my videos, but I really want you guys to blow up the comments on this video. Let me know what you think of my new graphics, because I am pretty excited for those. They look very professional, and shout out to Blackout Creates for being able to do that for me. So he did a very good job, and I'm very excited about that. So that was the second 3-star here, and on this third raid he's going to go in with a little bit of a broader army, but the main parts of it is still the same. He's going in with this line of Electro Dragons followed with a line of loons with a blimp. He doesn't place the blimp immediately just because there's so many air defenses there. If he would have placed that blimp from the get-go without anything else, it would have got annihilated and really wouldn't have done any good. So instead, he places it with the rest of his army. As the army gets in, it takes all of those air defenses out, and all he has is one air defense left. But something that was a little tricky to this raid is he couldn't target either one of those single infernos with the direction that he went into. So he does bring several freezes, which comes in very, very handy, especially for the latter part of this attack, and able to prevent those single infernos from really tearing up his dragons. So if we look right here, we have 3 Electro Dragons left. 75% of the base, just knocks out the 2-star as he takes out the Town Hall, but he still has the heroes left. So we don't see this very often, even in these type of attacks, but I wanted to throw it in here just to show you guys the variety of attack strategies that you guys can use with these compositions of troops. It's all about looking at the base, seeing what the best attack is for that base, and moving forward and going about the attack with how you plan. So this single inferno targets this king here, which is nice because it takes the target off of the queen. But this is a really cool attack. So we have a few wizards down here, but we have some barbarians. So these barbarians are literally the 3-star component to this attack. So if it wouldn't have been for all those barbarians, the single inferno would have ate away that queen, which it does, but those barbarians are able to get in there, eat away at that last bit of that inferno, and barely give him the 3-star, which is really cool. So that was another attack by OFW Warrior, and that was a really fun attack to watch finish out. So this attack, he's going in with a little bit of a lower loon army. He goes in with 6 loons. He takes 7 Electro Dragons and a couple other troops just to give him that funnel for the wrecker. So I did want to throw in this wrecker attack just to show you guys that this attack strategy can be with a wrecker or blimp. I see blimp more often, especially in this clan, but it worked out nicely for this wrecker here. So we see that queen got lucky. That single inferno did target that queen. She was able to wrap back around, get out of the range of the single inferno, and this kill squad is able to do some serious damage, take out the clan castle troops, some of those major components over there, and allow for the rest of this attack to go pretty smoothly. So I did want to pause this to show you guys what all is left. The queen is going to take out this Tesla, but really we do have 3 air defenses, and really we have a lot of the main components of this base left. But what he did is he set up a very nice funnel. So we did have 3 air defenses. We had both Inferno towers, and we had this Eagle artillery. So the Eagle artillery and the single Infernos are what most people see as the most important components in the game. He does waste a freeze spell there. From what I could tell, there wasn't really anything that he froze. He may have tried to freeze both of those defenses and instead didn't freeze anything. But he is able to make this attack work. He gets into these air defenses, and these chain reactions for these E-Drags are just insane and really tears through this base. So he does use that freeze spell in a very, very important time on that air defense. It saves those Electro Dragons, and they're able to get down all the way to the single Inferno. So this was a really cool attack, especially since it was by the same clan, OFW Warrior, and he was able to save all of his, how many is that? 3. All of his E-Drags, or all of his army died out, but 3 of his E-Drags. But he is going to finish this attack off, and I was really hoping for this attack to come down to one of those where there's that last Electro Dragon. That single Inferno gets in, destroys that E-Drag, and its lightning spell takes out the last defense after the raid is over. So that would have been really cool. And speaking of that, I actually have an awesome attack ending video coming to you guys soon. I just have to get around to recording it, but it's literally the coolest attack that I have ever seen. the ending is insane, and this attack was very close to having that sort of ending as well. So we have a couple more attacks. I'm going to discuss how he goes in on this attack. So he does see and analyze that he can get to 2 of these air defenses and that single inferno pretty quickly, so he does go in from this side, and he actually wraps around from the back with his blimp. So you're like, oh my gosh, he went in from the opposite end of the Giga Tesla, and that's going to come out to bite him. But he actually places the blimp and a rage. This rage gets those loons straight to that cannon, which target the Giga Tesla. He uses a clone spell. That Giga Tesla pops out, goes to the Town Hall. We were beginning to wonder if that Town Hall was going to activate, but it does since those loons fell on it, and this attack's looking very nicely. So one thing is that Eagle Artillery is going to be still standing, which isn't real good just because it was so close to dying, but it is going to be able to get taken out here in just a couple moments. We have a couple loons left. We have about 3 Electro Dragons left, and this Electro Dragon here in the middle is going to get that Eagle Artillery, and all we're going to have to deal with is that last little compartment of that single inferno and that air defense. But something that's going to come in really handy once again is he saved both of his heroes, which can be so crucial. So this is probably the biggest decision in these attacks, and a lot of attacks, especially at the air position, is whether or not to use your heroes in a kill squad at the beginning, which we see 9 out of 10 times, or saving them for the end. So in this, it worked nicely for him to save his heroes for the end. He has those barbarians and archers to decoy those defenses, and the heroes come in to take them out. It worked for the 3-star, but definitely think about that whenever you're going to use this attack. So I believe this is our last attack for this video. He's going in with 8 Electro Dragons and 7 balloons with 2 archers. So he is going to place an archer here just to snipe a building, that dark spell factory. He's going to place that wrecker here to get straight into this component with these maxed out Town Hall 12 walls. It's going to get in and hopefully take out that single inferno tower. The wall wrecker is destroyed. Those loons come out in the rage, take out the single inferno, an air defense, a whiz tower, and they're even getting into this next compartment. So the heroes are doing pretty good at this point. He is probably, yeah, he's not going to be able to take out that air defense, but he does open it all the way up to be able to get to those 2 air defenses, which it would have been really nice if that king could have taken that air defense out, but he was still able to get the 3-star. So these balloons are going straight in at 12 o'clock, right at that Town Hall Giga Tesla. He has a huge group of Electro Dragons going all the way down through the base, which is going to work out very nicely because these chain effects just like literally work all the way through the base. So as we could just see down there, that last air defense got taken out, and those Electro Dragons were at least 10 tile spaces away. So that was really, really cool. I love watching those chain effects just kick these bases' butts, and this is going to end up in this is going to be an overkill 3-star. So he has all kinds of Electro Dragons left. I'm not even sure that one of them died. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think one of these Electro Dragons died, and this was a pretty well maxed out. I mean, he even has Town Hall 12, some Town Hall 12 walls. So this was a really cool attack, and he was able to pull out that 3-star. So this is a really cool attack strategy. It's very, very lethal at Town Hall 12 in particular, and even Town Hall 11. So if you guys do have any questions, just let me know. I'll be sure to answer them, and until next time guys, catch you all later. Be sure to like the video.